Hey everybody, it's 8:30 and that means cocktails in the war room time, 8:30 every night while we have been dealing with COVID-19, the coronavirus, sheltering in place, stay at home orders, social distancing and the like. Tonight is night number 67. What's going on, Steven? Hey, Melissa. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Elsa. Happy Temple Tuesday, everybody. Here's my Shirley Temple. What's up, Kate? Hey, Scott. What's up, Michelle? Hey, William. Howdy, right back at you, Mickey. What's going on, Jeff? So, right out of the box, David, to answer your question, hope you had a better day today. I 100% did. Today's Mocktails Tuesday, says Will. Thank you, Elsa. I put up a picture of Wednesday today. She woke up extremely happy and running around and playing this morning. And it was a really nice way to wake up. She has been playing with that giant spider that I got as a gift for her in the post office box last week, and she absolutely loves it. Hey, Joe. Yes, I had a great day today. Mike and Becky said, hello, McDonald's glass. This isn't just a McDonald's glass. This is a collector's item, Muppets McDonald's glass. There were 4 of them. And you got them in Happy Meals. Like, just imagine this is the shit you used to get in your Happy Meals way back in the day. Like, quality stuff. By the way, this is my artifact from the war room. I showed you guys one of the other glasses that I have. This is from the 70s, and I have all 4 of them because I am a diehard Muppet fanatic. And I wanted to drink my Shirley Temple tonight out of a glass that made me happy. So that is my Muppet glass. So now that a good amount of you guys are here, so I wanted to, first of all, talk about last night. Thank you guys for all of the love last night. And I also wanted to clarify some things because I think there were some people that were having a hard time because I was having a hard time yesterday. And, you know, that maybe thought that I was throwing myself a little pity party yesterday. So I just wanted to address it because I was pretty upset. I had a pretty bad day yesterday. And the one thing that I wanted to say is that I tell you guys a lot of stuff about what's going on here in the war room, but there's also some things, family things, relationship things. I talk a lot about things that are involving my life and affecting my life. But when those things are affected and involve other people, I don't get specific a lot. Not because I don't want to talk about what's going on with me, but because I don't want to invade the privacy of the people in my life. It's incredibly hard when you're not in the media and you don't have a microphone in front of your face all day at work, to have someone else talk about your life. And so there are some family things and some things with some incredibly close people in my life that have been extremely difficult lately. And what you guys saw last night in the war room with me was a reaction to not only just my sadness of everything that's going on, and obviously me still dealing with the loss of the radio station and my job and the separation from the family that I had there, but also a reaction to some things that I have going on that I can't talk about. And so I just kind of wanted you guys to understand that yesterday was just kind of a culmination of, hey, Kevin, yes, I'll say hi to you, please. Hello. But it was a reaction to a lot of things that I haven't really talked too much about because They're personal, and by personal, I mean not just me, but personal to the people that are involved. And yesterday, like with Ghostbusters, like the streams all crossed, and it was an incredibly difficult day for me. But I didn't want anybody to think that I was just kind of sitting here throwing myself a pity party because I lost my job. A lot of people have lost their jobs, and a lot of people are trying to figure that shit out. And I'm one of those people, and I can empathize and sympathize with you. But I just wanted you guys to kind of understand that that was just one of many logs in the fire, and it just kind of hit me last night. And I was overwhelmed by all of the love that you guys gave me last night, and it felt really good to know that I had such a support system. I was also overwhelmed with all of the people that are close in my life that were watching last night, that reached out privately last night and today, checking on me, making sure I was okay, sending me text messages, sending me heart emojis, just letting me know that they were there for me. I can tell you that a lot of the things yesterday that were upsetting to me are better today. And I knew they would be, which is why you have to kind of remind yourself when things are hard and you're having a shit day, you just kind of let it have to hit you like a wave, and just know that, okay, the wave's coming. Yep, just brace for impact, let it hit you, and then let it pass, because you know that if you're having a hard day, that tomorrow is not going to be the same as today. It could be worse. You could get hit by a bigger wave tomorrow, but eventually the waves are going to stop. And, one of the things that I went back and watched the video last night late because I didn't get any sleep last night at all. And one of the things that came across was just that I don't think I gave you guys enough context, that there were a lot of other things going on in my life just besides the radio station. And I think some of the people that were giving me a hard time in the comments, I didn't express myself well enough to kind of let you guys know that yesterday I was kind of getting it from all sides. A lot of family stuff, a lot of personal relationship stuff, work stuff, money stuff, health stuff. I was literally just, every part of my life was just felt like it wasn't, like the gears weren't syncing together. And so I think that some of the people, that were kind of giving me shit last night, just thought I was like, woe is me, I don't have a job anymore kind of thing. And I just wanted to kind of clarify that. Not that I need to explain myself to anybody, because I don't. But I just kind of wanted you guys to understand, A, that, yesterday was just a shit day. And B, that a lot of the things that bothered me yesterday, and the list was long, have gotten better today. And one of the things that I noticed when I watched the video last night that I didn't even address was that yesterday was the 3rd anniversary of the loss of Chris Cornell. And while I didn't know him well, I wouldn't say he and I were friends. I mean, we had a business relationship. I interviewed him several times and whatever. It was a stark reminder of how you can kind of get stuck in the quicksand of depression and losing your fight to get back up after the wave hits you. And I thought about it a lot last night late, and I went back and was listening to some of his music, and I went back and listened to some of the interviews that I had done with him. And I really wanted to come here today and kind of talk to you guys, because we've been dealing so much with so many pressures. There's just so many things going on. Relationships are strained for one of two reasons, and I kind of touched on it last night. You're either not seeing the people you love enough, or you're seeing the people you love too fucking much. And you're either not seeing the people that you work with enough, or you're dealing with them way too much. And it's either one extreme or the other. And usually there's a level of moderation in kind of all of our lives. And right now we're not getting a lot of moderation. Either the news is all bad, either you're having bad money troubles, or you're having work pressures or family pressures, or you're, dealing with the emotional well-being of your kids and your spouse, or, your friends that are having a hard time. And, one of the things after, kind of melting down last night was I really had to take some deep breaths last night and give myself the advice that I give to you guys all the time, that I give to my friends when they call me when they're in crisis, and just really remind myself, A, that it could be worse, and B, that it will get better. And today was a hell of a lot better. It was really nice to wake up this morning after taking a couple hour nap, I think is all the sleep I got last night. But I felt better. The sleep I did get last night, I had some really weird stress dreams, just like weird dreams. And then, Wednesday was just fun this morning and super happy. I know that dogs are super sensitive to the emotions of their humans. But I also really believe, just because I've had pugs for so long, I think I've had pugs now for 23 years, that they are so sensitive to your emotions. Every pug that I've ever had has been so in tune with not only how I'm feeling emotionally and like what kind of mood I'm in, but also physically how I'm feeling. That if I don't feel well, they just come over and they lay on you and they snuggle with you and comfort you. And Wednesday just was super playful today and just made me so happy. I got some things done around the house this morning. I went and got Dunkin' Donuts this morning, which was nice. I went to the post office this morning and got some postage advice from the fine people at the post office about how to send out all of these crazy number of t-shirts that you guys have been so generous in ordering. If you haven't gotten your t-shirt, by the way, the Cocktails in the War Room t-shirts are going to be available till the end of May. The links are right here on this page, pinned at the top. And also if you click the profile picture of this page, all the links are there as well. So thank you to everyone that's ordered them. I know Brian at Whirlwind Productions up in New Hampshire is hard at work printing them as we speak. And then I did something that I haven't done in a while. And I drove to the radio station today. And I had lunch with Mike Shue at a social distance and our old boss, Joe, at a social distance. We had a really big conference room. And because there's really nobody in the offices, we decided to meet for lunch and just kind of catch up. And I had a burrito and it was delicious. Hey, Brian, I just saw you signed on. Shouldn't you be printing t-shirts right now? Don't you have stuff to do? Aren't we keeping you busy enough? So today I spent all afternoon with part of my AAF family. And that felt so good. It was incredibly sad to see the office so empty and dark, and to go into the studio and have all of the AAF banners be down and all of the signage be down. And that was sad. But I've talked about it several times here in the War Room, just how much I miss Mike Shue. And even though Joe, our program director, was only with us for about a year and a half, I missed him so much. And so for us to just sit down on like opposite sides of this giant conference room table and catch up and really kind of see how each other is doing, because there's a very small group of us that kind of understand. We were the three people that were in the studio at midnight when the station went off the air. And so the three of us have kind of, Michelle says her sweetheart boyfriend ordered her a t-shirt. That's awesome. But we were the three that were kind of there at the very end. And we're all kind of mourning in a lot of the same ways. And we're kind of the only people that kind of understand what that's like. And so it was really nice to kind of be reminded that I'm not the only one that was that bummed out, that I wasn't the only one that was sad. And, but that I also wasn't the only one that was, muscling through it and building a new life, like post WAF, a new life. And so we kind of spent the afternoon together, just talking and laughing and swapping stories. And did Shu bring flavored lube? No, but we actually joked about that today. And, one of the things that we talked about, which I couldn't believe, and such a fond memory, 3 years ago tonight, we were at Gillette Stadium at Metallica. I can't believe it was 3 years ago. And, I went back and looked through the pictures from that night. That was the night that I interviewed James Hetfield backstage. That's the video that got put into the Aerosmith pre-show montage that they've been playing about the 50 years of the band. That was the day that I got to go on stage at Gillette and introduce the band. And that was also the day that the entire staff of AAF at the time, we were all in the same row together. And we watched the show together. It was, me and Mike Shu and LB and Maddie and Nick and our old program director, Ron, and Adam, our marketing guy. And it was just this whole row of the staff. And, we all had friends with us and, wives, husbands, all of that. And we were just all in this big row together. And we all stayed to the very end, and we all were up screaming and singing every word. And I look back at it, and that was one of those nights that I have such fond memories of. Not only professionally, because I loved sitting down with James Hetfield again, and the fact that Aerosmith used part of that interview and all of those things, but more importantly for me, just all of the people that were in the row together at the show. And we were surrounded by all of the people that had won tickets from us. So it was like this AAF mob in the middle of this section at Gillette, and it was so much fun. I had some friends come in from out of town, and had this big group of friends that were all there, that were sitting all around the stadium, and they were texting me pictures of me on the stage. And even though I was limping around because I had hurt myself in the Tough Ruck, the marathon the month before, and kind of really didn't feel all that well, that was one of those memories that made me so happy. And so we were kind of joking about that, Mike Shu and I were today, about just how many shows we saw together and all of the good times we had. And obviously those good times aren't over. I mean, we still are going to see each other. We were actually making plans for trying to have a dinner party. And I told Mike and Joe that, I wanted to have them come to my house. I want to make chicken parm for them because I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back. I make a mean chicken parm. And I was like, when everything is okay to kind of get out of the house and all of that, I really want you guys to come to the house and, sit down and have a really good dinner with a good bottle of wine and swap stories. And so today was just a really good day to kind of do that. And as hard as it is to kind of go back in that building, it's really nice to kind of go back there with people that, have a lot of shared experiences and similar fond memories. And that made me feel really good. Also talking to a lot of my friends since last night and, just kind of being reminded sometimes that you've got people in your corner and that people are there to catch you if you fall and that they got your back is just something to make you just feel like it's going to be okay. Because sometimes everything that's going on outside the walls of our house and sometimes the things that are going on inside the walls of our house can be incredibly overwhelming. And so I wanted to thank you guys for all the love yesterday and last night, but also for anybody that might be having a day today like I had yesterday, to just really know that it's not going to be this way forever. There are a lot of external pressures and stresses happening right now, and I realize that this road isn't going to be easy for a lot of people. Getting back to work with different pressures, financial stresses, businesses that aren't going to be able to maximize their occupancy, businesses that have gone out of business, industries that are forever changed. I mean, there's just so much going on, but we are also going to recover. I mean, you know, when the housing market crashed and people were losing their homes and their life savings, they thought, you know, this is never going to recover. And then, you know, the country did and moved forward. And I think, you know, we just need to understand and remind ourselves a lot that, you know, as crazy and as awful as things can be, especially leading up to a very tumultuous election cycle and just all the negativity that we're going to be barraged with, that we really need to spend a lot more time focusing on how good things are, how lucky we are that we're not sick, how lucky we are that we have food in the fridge, that we're surrounded by love, that we, you know, haven't lost a loved one. A lot of people sent me private messages last night, you know, talking about their struggles that were way worse than mine, and that we're still able to find, you know, a positive outlook on things. And, you know, it was really eye-opening for me. And, you know, I know that I'm going to look back at all of these videos a year from now, 2 years from now, and be like, Jesus Christ, Carrie, with the crying on the internet, like, knock it off. But I also think that, you know what, like, we're all human, and this is the reality of it. You know, I joke all the time about this notebook becoming like a time capsule of all the things we talked about in the war room. And, you know, it's the reality of it. And I say it all the time that when we get through this crisis, that I hope we're all proud of how we acted. And, you know, I couldn't be more grateful about all the love that you guys have given me throughout the whole thing, since the day we found out that AAF was going off the air. But definitely just in the last, you know, 67 days that we've all been hanging out here in the war room. You know, everybody at the radio station was talking about the T-shirts and how awesome it is that you guys are getting so many T-shirts, and that we're going to be able to make these charity donations, which is amazing. And it was just a really good day. So thank you guys. I wanted you guys to know that I was a lot better today than I was yesterday. I knew that I would be. I had a lot of faith that I was going to wake up this morning and feel better. I woke up with a headache. I think I completely dehydrated myself from all the friggin' tears. So I've been drinking a lot of water today. And of course, it's Temple Tuesday. So happy Shirley Temple, and welcome to all of the people in the war room with us that do not drink alcohol. That congratulations on continuing with your sobriety and recovery. And we're all here to support you. David says, crisis? What crisis? Yeah, exactly. So that really kind of hit me yesterday, especially when I started thinking about, sorry, I have a hair on my face. I can't, I started thinking about Chris Cornell, and just, you know, I can't believe it's been 3 years. It just boggles the mind. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. You have a pretty badass birthday, actually. There are some awesome people that share your birthday. So if today is your birthday, cheers to you. I'm not going to cry on your birthday. If I cried during your birthday yesterday, I apologize. If you were born today, you share your birthday with Pete Townsend, the incomparable Grace Jones. Talk about a woman that doesn't give a fuck. Damn. We should all be more like Grace Jones. She just does not care what anyone thinks. I need to be more like that sometimes. Dusty Hill from ZZ Top, Joey Ramone, and Phil Rudd from AC/DC. Those are the people you share your birthday with, which is a fucking badass birthday. There's a lot of badass people that share your special day. So Amanda says, first time, man, I've been working my tail off as an essential worker. I'm celebrating my birthday on Friday. Well, Amanda, you come back on Friday and we will toast your birthday and welcome to the war room. Just because it's your first night doesn't mean that you're not welcome here. Everybody's welcome in the war room. So come on in. The water's fine. I will tell you guys, I made some more strides towards all of the things that we talked about the upgrades for the war room. And I'm getting close. So be patient with me. but we are going to have some fantastic additions to the War Room very, very soon. We're going professional. I'm learning some shit. And the hiccups. It's going to be pretty awesome. I have some amazing plans. Considering this thing kind of showed up out of nowhere and was a happy accident, you know, March 14th, I turned my phone on and just felt like being in the War Room because I thought it was a little more interesting than any other part of my house. It's turned into something that I love and I don't want to give up. And so, you know, I went from just talking into my phone to talking into my phone with my fancy tripod. And I've made some equipment upgrades and purchases, and I've upgraded some software, and I am waiting for a couple cables to come in, and I am going to be able to really modify the production value of this joint I'm hoping, I don't want to give you guys a timeline because I'm dependent on when things arrive. That's been one of the struggles of trying to move all of the plans that I have forward, is that every single person in the media is now working from home. So all of the little interfaces and gizmos and, you know, whatever, if you're a tech nerd, I'm using dumb words, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, like all the little pieces of equipment that you need to be able to have a home studio and to be able to do the kinds of things that I want to do are sold out everywhere because everyone is friggin' working from home. Every radio DJ, every television person, I mean, everybody is working from home. So I ordered all the stuff. It's just not here yet. And when it gets here, I am going to have to clear off this messy ass coffee table in the War Room because I'm going to need to put a bunch of stuff on it. And then the War Room is going to be friggin' cool. You guys are going to go on my Facebook page and be like, holy shit, what did she do in there? Trust me, it's going to be awesome. I've been working with some of the stuff already, and I'm really excited. So, you know, the plan is that obviously once we can all start going outside again, that we won't meet in the War Room every night, but when we do meet in the War Room, it's going to be awesome. So I'm pretty excited about all of that. So did I spy a Fireball bottle? Tony, you've got eyes, man. Congratulations. So yes, you did spy the Fireball bottle because I went to the post office box today. Not only obviously to get advice from the people at the post office about how to send all of the t-shirts and stuff, but I checked the post office box and they came out with a bin. And I was like, holy shit, what did people send? And they're like, just take the bin. You know, it's one of those bins that says property of the United States Post Office. And they were like, the next time you come in, just bring the bin back. So I wanted to read some of the letters and show you guys some of the stuff that arrived in the post office box because you guys are unbelievable. So the first thing that I got was a letter from Jonathan. Jonathan, down at the bottom, it says, P.S. I ordered a shirt. So thank you very much, Jonathan. It says, hey, Mistress Carrie, I know you're busy doing so many things, and I look forward to seeing what you do next. I love watching Cocktails in the War Room. I hope the flour will be useful in your downtime if you have any. Now, I remember talking about all of the things that people are having a hard time finding at the store. Jonathan sent me a 10-pound bag of all-purpose baking flour. And when they brought out the stuff at the post office, they were like, oh, I don't know what's in this one, but it's really heavy. And it was a giant bag of flour from Jonathan. So Jonathan, you kick ass because I needed that. And now I can bake some stuff. So the next rainy day that we have, I'm going to get my ass in the kitchen and bake some stuff. Let's see. Carrie, you need to open while live, says Wendy. I know, Wendy. Part of the reason that I haven't is because I don't have a giant table in here to kind of spread everything out. I think once I change the production value in the War Room, I'll be able to do that. But also because I haven't wanted to kind of steal Dave Portnoy's thing about the unboxing videos he does on Barstool. So I don't want him to think that I'm stealing from him. And here's the other thing, Wendy, to be perfectly honest, I'm like a little kid. If you're gonna friggin' put a present in front of me, I'm opening the fucker. And you expect me to go to the post office in the morning and then not open all of these boxes until later that night? Are you kidding me? That's like torture. I'm a child. What do you want me to tell you? So thank you, Jonathan, for the flower. I totally appreciate it. The next thing that I wanted to show you guys is I got a letter from Tristan and Chelsea Davis, who own Davis Metalworks LLC, and CNC plasma cutting. So they wrote me a personal letter, and I don't want to read all of it because they included some personal details. But Jeff put this in here. He put P.S. Hi Wednesday at the bottom of the thing, which is awesome. But basically, the gist of the letter from Jeff is kind of encouraging me to be able to start over because he's done that as well in his career. And one of the things that he did in his new career is he makes these metal signs with a plasma cutter. And so he made me something for the War Room, which is so fucking badass that I couldn't even believe it when I opened it. And the fact that you made this is just unbelievable. But he made me a War Room sign. Now I realize it's backwards, which hopefully will not be the case when I upgrade the technology of the War Room. But this is metal. But look at those cuts. The handles on the sword. And then it says, you rock, Jeff, on the back, 2020. But look at this. Oh, I can turn it backwards and you guys can read it. Holy shit. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, thank you for making it. Yeah, see, there you go. It's backwards to me, but not backwards to you. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh, this thing is so awesome, Jeff. I can't wait to hang it up. I would have hung it already, but I wanted to be able to show you guys first, but it's just so freaking cool. I mean, you could use it as a stencil too. Like you could spray paint stuff that says War Room all over it, but I just adore it. It is just so friggin' cool. So seriously, I go to the post office box and I am just in awe of how amazing and generous and thoughtful you guys are. And, you know, I'm just humbled and I feel loved, and you don't have to send me stuff, you know, it's just so sweet. And I just think you guys are amazing. Then I got a card from Lori Healy, and it says, Mistress Carrie, just wanted to thank you on Wednesday for keeping all of us in the War Room sane through these unimaginable times. Hope to meet you in person someday. You really are an inspiration to us all. Ride safe. Love, Lori Healy. And she sent me a little gift in there, and I just thought it was really, really sweet. So thank you, Lori. You're incredibly generous and sweet, and that's just really thoughtful. Then I got... I have to find the card that goes with it. Here it is. So then I got this other big box, and I was a little bit afraid, but it says, Mistress Carrie, here is a pet care package from Maine. So to all of the maniacs up there, hello. The gift certificate is for 12 live lobsters. Delivered next day by FedEx when you would like them. They are for you and the crew helping you package the shirts. How fucking cool is that? We do know each other from way back in the day from Roll On America, which is where I used to hang out when I was a kid and learned how to roller skate. P.S. where I kissed my first boy. When you call the number on the certificate, just say that you're Mistress Carrie and give us the address where you want us to send them. I grew up next to Fort Devens in Ayr, but now I am a lobster fisherman in Deer Island, Maine. Also, as you have your war room, I have a drum room, and I was wondering if I send you a bass drum skin, if you would sign it from my drum room, please. I'll pay for the return shipping, and if you could get Sully to sign it, that would be even cooler. So, I wanted to thank everybody at Greenhead Lobster up in Maine because they sent me the gift certificate for the lobsters to feed the t-shirt stuffing volunteers, which is amazing. So inside the main care package was obviously the certificate for the lobsters. They sent me some saltwater taffy, which it has taken all of the self-control I can muster in my body to not eat because I friggin' love saltwater taffy. I just love it. It's so good. They sent me a lobster, which Wednesday has already swooped off of this coffee table and hid because she thought it was for her, and it might be for her, but I didn't want her to like get her slobber all over it until I had a chance to show it to you guys. So the lobster is there, and that is where the bottle of Fireball came from. Good eyes for the people that noticed the Fireball on the counter. They also put some dog bones for Wednesday, which I had to immediately put in the dog. I have a cabinet in the kitchen that is just for dog stuff. And that's where all of Wednesday's stuff is. And I had to put the bones that they sent to Wednesday in there because she saw them and was trying to take them all. And I can't crack it, Melissa. It's Temple Tuesday. I will do Fireball shots with you guys tomorrow night. How's that? But it's Temple Tuesday, and I'm being respectful of all of the people that don't drink tonight by drinking my Shirley Temple with 1, 2, 3, 4 cherries on the bottom because I felt like putting 4 cherries in my Shirley Temple, and I'm an adult, and if I want to have 4 cherries in my Shirley Temple, well, damn it, I'm going to. Delicious. So thank you guys, the Maniacs up in Maine, for your amazing care package, and the t-shirt packing volunteers. Totally appreciate the lobsters. And that is an amazing and generous surprise. So thank you so much. And then the final thing that I got, and I saved it for last, I got this in the post office box today. I don't know who sent it. It came anonymous. I don't know who you are, but this is one of the things that made me laugh so friggin' hard today, and I really appreciate the laugh. Somebody sent me a bag of dicks. I can't tell you how many times, I know I slurred, and I'm like not even drinking. I can't tell you how many times I have told someone to eat a bag of dicks. 1,000. 10,000 probably in the course of my lifetime. I've said, eat a bag of dicks. And somebody actually sent me a bag of dicks. And it says Gummy Candies Bag of Dicks. And the website, I have to give them a plug. Dicksbymail.com. You can anonymously send someone. Hold on, can you see it? There it is right there. Dicksbymail.com. You could send someone an anonymous bag of dicks. How did I not know you could do this until this moment? There are so many people I need to send dicks to. I mean, it's almost endless, the amount of people. I literally died when it came in this little envelope, right? And it didn't come with a return address from the sender. And it didn't come with a card inside. All it came with was a 20% off coupon for my first purchase of Dick's. You know what? It just shows you how different your life can be in 24 hours and why you should never give up and why you should never allow yourself to be overcome by the bad times, because around the corner, when you least expect it, is a fucking bag of dicks that's going to make you laugh. Seriously. I mean, you guys are the exact example of why it is that you just have to push through the hard times. Like just charge faster towards the horizon, because you're going to get through it. And on the other side of all of the shit times is a delicious bag of dicks. I'm so glad I'm sober right now, because if I were drunk talking about the bag of dicks, dicksbymail.com for the people that are asking. Krista says, I'm laughing so hard I'm in tears right now. Seriously. I like the green gummies the best. It's like eating a chocolate rabbit on Easter, and you have to kind of decide, like, do you want to eat the face first? Do you want to eat the ears first? Do you eat the tail first? When you get a bag of dicks, you got to decide what you're biting first. I just went head first. I'm literally dying. Monica, are you the one that sent these? Monica, you did send these. Monica, you are a goddamn riot. How do they taste? There's a little flavoring in there. They're kind of citrusy. They're very chewy. They're not gummy like gummy bears. There's a little more resistance. Are they protein filled? I should send them to my ex, says Heinz. Yeah, like send one to Shu. Well, here's the thing. I stopped at the post office box, right? So here's what happened today. Like I said, I got up, played with Wednesday. I went to the post office. I talked to the people about the T-shirts. Then I emptied the post office box. Then I went to Dunk's. I got on the highway. I went to the radio station. I got to the radio station. We were all going to meet at noon. And I got there a little early, which is very unlike me. But I gave myself the standard amount of time to get into Boston. And there's no traffic. So I got there super early. So I was sitting in the parking lot like a crazy person, opening these packages because I'm a child and I couldn't wait until I got home. So I'm sitting in the car and I'm laughing to myself at the bag of dicks. And all of a sudden I look over and there's Joe, my boss, because he saw me pull into the parking lot, and he came out and he's looking at me through my window, laughing to myself, holding a bag of dicks. So now he's like, so I roll the window down. It's like, and he's like, what are you holding in your hands? I'm like, this is the most AAF thing on the planet. You're sitting in a parking lot holding a bag of dicks, and your boss, or your old boss in my case, stands up to the window, right? So then Mike Shu pulls in, and he's like, what are you guys laughing about? And I'm like, a bag of dicks. And even Shu was dying laughing about it. So I can't send him a bag of dicks because he knew who sent him, because I told him about this bag of dicks earlier today. I'm literally, he already knew you were crazy. I know, William. I know he did. But if my cackling wakes my grandmother, I'm blaming whoever did this, because I can't explain that Carrie got a bag of dicks to my grandmother. And it's Tuesday, and I'm not even drinking booze, and I'm fucking dying right now. Oh, I might cry from laughing tonight. And if somebody tunes in late and they're going to be like, she's fucking crying again? Because they're going to have missed the bag of dicks. I should have put bag of dicks right in the title of this video. Seriously, I am dying. Monica, you are just a gem. Like, you couldn't have sent me anything more perfect. It's hilarious. It's thoughtful. Like, I now know that you can go to dicksbymail.com and send someone an anonymous bag of dicks, which I apologize to all the people in my life that get dicks in the mail. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Well, my job was successful. Yes, it was, Monica. Cheers to you. ML says, see what happens when you're sober. This is the bag of dicks Carrie I miss. Yeah, Jeff, I'm telling you. But you know what? Like, if that's not the most perfect example of how life is, like, you just don't know what's happening. Especially right now. We're going from one extreme to the other. Things can be so bad. And we just have to be there to remind each other that it's going to be okay. You're going to get through it. But we got to laugh through it too. Like, we need this laughter so much right now. And it's just childish. I am a grown-ass woman sitting here right now drinking a Shirley Temple out of a Muppets glass with a bag of dicks. And I couldn't be happier right now. Like, sometimes it's the little things, says Mike. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. They're going to get a ton of orders now, yeah? Well, they should be sponsoring Cocktails in the War Room. Can you imagine that? Welcome to Cocktails in the War Room, sponsored by bagadicks.com. And look at their logo. This is what it comes in their packaging. Look at that. It's freaking amazing. So good. Because you look at it and you're like, I don't know what that is. Then when you find out it's dicks, you're like, oh my God, they put dicks on the label. Kathy says, I know what my friend's getting for her birthday. If only you knew last night a bag of dicks was all you needed. Sometimes you only need one. You don't even need a whole bag. But I got a whole bag. God, you know what? When I get this whole production rolling and I start looking for sponsors for all things Mistress Carrie, I'm calling Bag of Dicks. Because that would be the most amazing sponsorship ever. I would be proud to have MistressCarrie.com or Cocktails in the War Room or a podcast or anything else sponsored by bagadicks.com. Back when I had a radio show, they would call that payola. I don't have a radio show anymore. I can promote bagadicks.com all I want if I want to. The yellow ones are good. Way more citrusy. So basically, even in your darkest days, there's a bag of dicks at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Dave says, I can't stop laughing. Paul says, the little things in life, I thought size mattered. T-shirt Brian says, that is genius marketing, right? It's friggin' hilarious. I'm getting Bag of Dicks as a sponsor. It is my new life goal. I am charging towards the Bag of Dicks sponsorship horizon. I could never have had Bag of Dicks as a sponsor on the Mistress Carrie show on WAAF. Look at all of the new things that are open to me now that I'm not on the radio. It's a whole new world. And no, I'm not going to bust into a Disney song right now. Friggin' unbelievable. So totally sending those out tomorrow to several folks that will appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, there's a promo code. You think they'd be mad if I gave that out to you guys? Like, I won't get sued by Bag of Dicks, will I? Because you get a coupon. You get 20% off if you use the code GOTDICKS. That's what it says on the coupon. You know what, Bag of Dicks? Don't be mad that I gave out your discount code because you're getting a lot of free business out of me. You're welcome. Give the people 20% off their dicks. They deserve it. I'm surprised no one heard of them before. Monica, no. I had never heard of bagadicks.com before. I've heard of dick gummies, okay? I've seen them at like porn shops and at strip clubs and stuff like that, at bachelorette parties. I didn't know you could anonymously send someone a bag of dicks. I'm a better person for now knowing this. It's the Bag of Dicks cocktail hour. Yep. Sued by Bag of Dicks. Oh my God, laughing my ass off, says Melissa. Wouldn't that be an unbelievable C&D that comes from the lawyer? That they had to pay a lawyer like $350 an hour? Dear Mistress Gary, please stop giving out the promo codes for bagadicks.com. I'm so sorry, but this shit is funny, man. I am dying right now. Tell him to eat a bag of dicks. Exactly. Melissa says, every time you say bag of dicks, I'm losing it. My 4 teenage daughters have literally thought I lost it. Keith, today's court case on the docket, Bag of Dicks versus Mistress Carrie. Someone please take it to the Supreme Court. I want to see the notorious RBG sitting on the bench with her little lace collar and her gown on. Oh my God. Oh, thank you guys so much. You seriously pick me up when I'm down and when I need a fucking laugh. You guys are like you're right there. They have a singing bag of dicks. You guys are all on the website right now. If the lawyer's name was Dick, that would be hilarious. I'm guessing I'm a big kid too, says Dawn. Steenie says, I cannot stop laughing. Melissa, this is so fun. Go, Monica. Monica wins tonight. She won the fucking internet. She won the post office box. 4 daughters. She got a lot of dicks. Oh, not nice. War Room Design front. Oh my God. War Room Design front. Eat a bag of dicks on the back of the new shirt. Oh, can you imagine if we sold sponsorship on the cocktails and the War Room t-shirts to Bag of Dicks? Although I should probably stop promoting the website, because then why would they want to sponsor the show? They'll just keep letting me talk about it for free. I know, Wednesday's freaking out. Wednesday, come here. I'll let you have the lobster if you stop barking. Wednesday. I should tell her to eat a bag of dicks, although she would, and then she'd be a psycho from all the sugar. Spike seltzer out of my nose. Can you imagine a judge saying bag of dicks? You have the floor. Oh, Carrie says lawyer's name, Richard Bag. Monica gets an A+, says Rick. They have a glitter bomb when opening the box. See, that's part of the reason why I don't open your boxes live, because I don't want craft herpes all over the war room. Wednesday, come here. Hey, come here. Keith, Mistress Carrie gets sued by Bag of Dicks. Why? Because she opened her mouth. The jokes write themselves. I can't. I seriously. The lobster is for her, Carrie. Oh, it is? All right. I wasn't sure if she could have it or not. I didn't know if it was a dog toy or if it was just like a little stuffed lobster. Like, Wednesday, come here. Come here and get the lobster. You wanted it so bad earlier. Come here. Do you want this? Oh, she wants the lobster bad. Come here. Come on. Come get the lobster. Come on. Come on. Come up and say hi to everybody. Come on. Go get it. Here she comes. She wants it so bad. Right? Give me that. Rah. Come say hi to everybody. Oh, she wants me to throw it. Come here. Come say hi to everybody, will you please? My grandfather would call her being a scooch right now. Pain in the ass, basically, in Italian slang from my grandparents. Stop being a scoochad. She just took the lobster and ran. There you go. Tell her it's a bag of dicks. Exactly. The lobster is red like her tennis balls. Yeah, exactly, which is why she loves it. But she legit stole it off the coffee table here in the war room earlier. And then there's certain things that when she like has them in her mouth running around, it just makes me laugh. And the big giant spider that I put the picture up on Facebook and Instagram today, like it killed me because it looks so ridiculous. She looks like that scene in Alien where the thing's like wrapped around her face. Like that's what it looks like. And now she's running around with the friggin' lobster in her mouth and it just looks hilarious. Linda, Carrie's obituary reads, she choked on a bag of dicks. Oh my God. Stop being a bag of dicks. I can't help it, William. It's just how it is. I know that term. She's a nudge too. Yep, we use that too, Suzanne. You're a nudge, you're being a scooch. I know. So thank you guys for all of the amazing gifts and for the laughs, and obviously last night for all of the support and all of the love, because it's meant the world and it's made a huge difference. And you know, if she's bringing her little Frisbee over that she got. Do you want me to throw that Frisbee for you? You want me to throw it? Bring it over here. Come on. Come on. I just really want you guys to understand that if you're having a bad day, you can definitely come here and let us all know, and we'll be here for you the way that you guys were here for me last night. Yeah, see, she's got her Frisbee. Now she wants Wednesday. I'm throwing Frisbees in the house. This is not going to end well. But you guys today have just, really fucking killed me with the laugh. Seriously. Come on. Do you want to play? She's teasing me with the Frisbee. Give me that. Give me that. She's quick, little shit. Come on, come up here. Here she comes. Come on. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say thank you for all of my toys. I'm a spoiled brat. See, this is how she gets me to play tug of war. She wants to tease me first, though. Give me that. Give that Frisbee. I know. Rah, vicious pug night now. Come here. Come here and say hi to everybody, will ya? Just for a second. Say hello, everybody. Can you just say hi to everybody for a second and then I'll throw the Frisbee for you? I know, it's so hard being a pug. It's so hard, isn't it? It's okay. You're so jumpy. You're so jumpy. All right, you want to go chase the Frisbee? Want to chase the Frisbee? Okay. Ready? Are you ready, Wednesday? Go ahead. There she goes. Tracy says, rough month for me, but you made me laugh and carried me through it. Oh, thank you, Tracy. That's what we're here for, I apologize if you were having a great day yesterday and I dumped all of my crap on you, but if you're having a bad day today, well, I'm having a good day, so you can dump all your crap on me. That's how it's supposed to work, right? My dad got admitted to the hospital for a leg infection. They tested him and found he has pneumonia, which is a sign of, Joe, I can't read the rest of your message, but obviously it sounds like you're dealing with some family stuff, and I'm really sorry. Don't lick the teeth. Yeah, I know. She's a tooth licker. Right? Pugs and pits are so much alike. They just want attention. Yeah, exactly. This was a good cry, Dawn. Yeah, you're exactly right. So I know that there were probably some people that were like, I'm not watching the War Room anymore because all she does is just cry about how sad she is or whatever. But if they didn't come back tonight, they missed a bag of dicks. So there you go. Sometimes you get the tears. Sometimes you get the bag of dicks. What's up, Jason? Sorry, you're late. You missed a bag of dicks. That's all I'm going to say. When I post a video in a couple minutes, you need to go back and watch it from the beginning because you missed some shit tonight, Jason. At least my brother-in-law is out of the ICU with the virus. That is fantastic, William. Congratulations. He must be a tough SOB if he was in the ICU and now he's out. So that's fantastic. Brianna said, which is a sign of the coronavirus, that he has pneumonia. So the good thing now is that there's access to testing, and you can get tested pretty quickly, and they can figure it out and try to treat you, which is, which is better than it was a month or two ago when, you could have had it, but we didn't have the test to be able to figure it out. The number of positive cases in Massachusetts is down today, by the way. There were 873 new cases today. The number of fatalities in Massachusetts is 5,938. New cases in the United States, 24,481, bringing it to a total of 1.5,4,830. And the number of deaths, there were 933 more fatalities in the last 24 hours, bringing it up over 90,000. And now it's 90,340. So, it's still, even though states are opening and reopening and Massachusetts is moving forward. By the way, Boston College says that campus classes will happen this fall. They're making that announcement now. And also Best Buy is offering in-store shopping if you make an appointment so that you can go into the store and shop. They're just, I guess, trying to control how many people actually go into the store. But so things are starting to get a little bit better. But obviously, if you're sick yourself or someone in your family is sick, it's still incredibly dangerous and overwhelming, and you're still going to need a lot of support and help from your friends, family, neighbors, and that's what all of us are doing here as well. And a lot of the programs, including, hold on, I want to read all of these to you again. Including a lot of the programs that are out there specifically to help people, including the Massachusetts Military Support Foundation. You can go to massmilitarySupportFoundation.org if you are a veteran that is in need of food assistance. That is where all the profits of the Cocktails in the War Room t-shirts are going. And if you are looking for a food distribution site, go to massmilitarySupportFoundation.org, which will list all of the sites that I'm about to read to you. But then you can also click the links to register to be able to go and pick up food at a place that's close to you. And there's a ton of places: Agawam, Baldwinville, Barnstable, Bridgewater, Brighton, Danvers, Devons, Fall River, Foxborough, Framingham, Haverhill, Methuen, North Adams, Randolph, Raynham, Sandwich, and Westport. Also Alton, New Hampshire, and there are other distribution sites being added all the time, including up in Maine and upstate New York. So go to massmilitarySupportFoundation.org if you are a veteran that is in need of some food assistance, or if you know one. They have just amazing volunteers that are packing these meal boxes, and it is a box of food, non-perishable food, that is good for 3 meals a day for 2 people for 2 weeks. And if you register and you get the paperwork, you pull into one of these distribution sites during the hours and days that they're at those locations, and they just put it right in your trunk. And so you don't even have to have contact, especially if you're an older veteran or someone that has pre-existing conditions that is definitely afraid to kind of be out in public and around other people right now. So we are happy to support organizations like this, and all of your generous purchases of the t-shirts. That's where the profits are going. So I can't thank you guys enough. keep the orders coming. All of the orders that were made by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, those orders are in production right now, and we are putting the second round of t-shirt orders together now. So you've still got plenty of time to get your t-shirt order in, because we're taking orders until May 31st. And then those shirts will be retired as the collector's items from the lockdown for the coronavirus, and then we'll come up with something awesome to do next. So that's it, guys. Cheers to all of you guys. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the support, for the love, for the bag of dicks, for all of it, the lobsters, the fireball, your amazing cards, the awesome War Room sign, the bag of flour that I can't wait to bake with. We're up over, I think we're up over 450 or 460 now. I haven't looked. I wasn't in front of the computer all day because I was at the radio station today. But we're well over 400 shirts by now. We were over 400 shirts when I put the order in with Brian, so we're well over that by now. So pushing 500 as far as I know, but I'll go and keep an eye on the count. But every time I try to get an accurate number, you guys keep buying them, so we're going to keep printing them. We're going to keep Brian busy. Got to bring that boy some Gatorade, keep him hydrated. To all the healthcare workers, you know who you are, first responders, National Guard soldiers, to everybody that's keeping this machine rolling, thank you guys for your dedication. To all of the businesses that are starting to reopen, congratulations. Thank you guys for, you know, being so patient, and congratulations on starting to get back to normal. We're going to get through this, guys. I know last night you saw a very different me, but I feel a lot better. And a lot of the reason I do is because you guys are there for me, and I'm here for you. So I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me in the War Room. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'll crack open the fireball tomorrow night. All right. See you guys later. Good night.